Let the harmony of love rise among us. Let the harmony of love rise among us. Let the awakening of souls rise among us. Let it rise. Let the melody of peace rise among us. Let the melody of peace rise among us. Let the freedom of hope rise among us. Let it rise. Oh, let it rise. Oh, let it rise. Let the awe, joy, and wonder rise among us. Let the awe, joy, and wonder rise among us. Let the dances of freedom rise among us. Let it rise. Oh, let it rise. Oh, let it rise. Let the harmony of love rise among us. Let the harmony of love rise among us. And let the joy of our song rise among us. Let it rise. Oh, let it rise. Let it rise. Let the melody of peace rise among us. Let the melody of peace rise among us. Let the fragrance of hope rise among us. Let it rise. Oh, let it rise. Let it rise. Oh, let it rise. Hello. Oh, there we go. Hello. I have no idea if I'm going to be able to use this thing. I'm going to let Brenda do it. Thank you. Okay. Yay. It is Black History Month. I assume that's why that's up there. Yay. Let's celebrate. And it's also Heart Health Month. So you can wear red for that. My mom had heart disease. Always good to think about that and help contribute to that. Qigong is with Sandra today. Right at noonish? Yeah. There she is. Come enjoy. And put this on your calendar. The annual meeting and board nominating team member elections are next week, immediately following church. Remember that your membership renewals are due this week before that meeting. And you do want to sign up to be a member. You get calls from prayer chaplains. You get to vote at the annual meeting, and so on. So please put that on your calendar, come to the meeting, and make sure you sign up to be a member before that. Tiny Habits class. So this is a really cool book. So I'm going to be teaching this class. It's going to be Wednesdays, either at 11:30 or Zoom at 6:30, starting on March 1st. And we've probably all heard, if you want to make change, kind of start with a small step. But this is a little, it's like that, but it's pretty profound. And when he says tiny, he means tiny. So for example, he wanted to floss his teeth. He started flossing one tooth. That's how tiny it is. Something you can do easily. And it's something that you want to do. You don't want to try and change something you don't want to do or change. So you want to have it be something you actually want to do, and you want to feel successful at it. It's really awesome. It works. And we're going to put, it's not really a spiritual book, but we're going to put spirituality around it. So we're going to talk about, how can we use tiny habits to create a more robust spiritual practice, for example, but also anything else you want to work on, that's what we'll be working on. So the books are in the bookstore, and sign up. There'll be links in the e-blast and things like that to sign up. So I hope to see you there. This is going to be great. This is a board and leadership workshop, Module 1, Essential Elements for Thriving Ministry. So this is taught by an outside person. I forgot Greg Coles. Yeah, and he's great. So it's going to be really awesome. Anyone can come. All are welcome. And especially those that are thinking of volunteering, being in leadership, that kind of thing. This will be really great to come. Register through the e-blast. You need to register by March 1st, or you can call the office. So please do that as well. All right, so let's take this time to go into some meditation. And as you can tell, I broke my arm. So the one thing I thought would be nice to meditate on is there something that's happened where you're like, why me? Why did this happen? Why did I do that? Let's think about what might be the lessons from that. What might it be that right here, right now, that I need to just breathe and listen to Spirit? What needs to be said for me right here today that helps me get through any angst, any worry, any wondering why me? Because I know that Spirit is amazing, that we're all on our right path. And that, why not me? It's all good, and let's learn from that. So let's go into a time of meditation, just listening to Spirit. What does Spirit have to say to me today that helps ease my pain, ease my heart, ease my mind? Let's go into this silence with the beautiful music and just listen to Spirit. Oh, and I know right here, right now and always, that that divine spirit is in all as all. And I know that I am one with the spirit, one with each and every person in the sanctuary and every person that listens online. And I know for each of us that we are all on our beautiful right path, that everything that happens, there is a reason, and that there is good that can come out of every situation. Oh, I know I am so amazingly grateful to Spirit for being there, side by side on this path called life. There to listen, there to give messages, there to embrace me when I'm crying. Always, in every single moment, right there, right within me. I simply have to breathe, touch in. Ah, there is beautiful Spirit. Oh, and it is always love. It is always peace. Always joy. So very grateful for that divine spirit. Grateful for each and every person here today. I'm grateful for Reverend Brenda and her wonderful message and our music ministry. And I release these words knowing it is so, with ease, grace, love, and joy. And so it is. Amen.
This is a spirit song, so everybody needs to stand up. And I need everybody to sing with us for this one. Yeah. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine. Gonna let it shine, shine. Everybody, shine, shine. You know you want to. Shine, shine all around the world. Shine, shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine. Gonna let it shine, shine. Everybody, shine, shine. You know you want to. Shine, shine all around the world. Shine, shine. When there's light in the soul, when there's light in the soul, there is beauty in the person. There is beauty in the person. When there's beauty in the person, there is beauty in the person. Where is harmony in the home? There is harmony in the home. When there's harmony in the home, harmony in the home. Nation, honor nation. When there's honor in the nation, when there's honor in the nation, there is peace in this world. Living in fear, we're gonna let it shine. No more living in fear, we're gonna let it shine. Shine. No more living in fear, shine, let it shine, gonna let it shine, shine, everybody. Shine, shine, you know you want to. Shine, shine, all around the world. Shine, shine, oh my brothers and sisters. Shine, shine, hey, you know you want to. Shine, shine, bring your brilliance, baby. Shine, shine, coming all around the world. Shine, shine.
Thank you, thank you. That was awesome. Okay. By the way, I'm Susan Kimball, prayer chaplain today. So if you would like prayer, please see me in the Peace Chapel after church. And so this is from The Universe is Calling by Eric Butterworth. And I just love this. God is not in you in the same sense that a raisin is in a bun. That just makes me laugh. That is not unity. God is in you as the ocean is in a wave. The wave is nothing more nor less than the ocean expressing as a wave. And his divine milieu, Teilhard de Chardin, says that we come to a place where there is no one to bow down to and worship, not even within ourselves. And as we get a greater perception of our relation to the universe, there is no one to pray to, only a universal flow to get into, a spiritual energy to pray from. And the role of prayer is the projection by our words and feelings of this divine flow, this powerful spiritual energy that goes forth to accomplish that for which it is sent.
As you can tell, we kind of did a little different, so we cut out one song since we didn't have anyone here to lead, although Sandra's doing a fabulous job. So thank you, and thank you, band. And thank you all for being here today. So I know I kind of feel like, ooh, what am I doing? I have to speak today. After 2 weeks of not having to speak, I was a little intimidated. But I had to let that go, and that goes into our practice. So Lent is coming up, and for those of you that have that, Lent, she spoke the word L word. If your past is flooding back of past religions and beliefs that you had, I let go. Just let go. Because with doing Lent the unity way is very different. And we have this book in the back for you to pick up afterwards. It's 40 days of letting go. 40 days of letting, who doesn't need that, right? I saw that and I'm like, yep, that's what I'm going to be doing, letting go. So I thought it would be a good time for us to, if you're so inclined, if you feel Spirit talking to you, like, yeah, this is what I want to do. Every day they have things to let go of, and they have things to read. And it also explains what Unity's belief is for Easter and for Lent in general, and the process of letting go and letting things in. So it's in the back, and it's free. So when you leave here today, make sure you grab one. But I want to start off with what Charles Fillmore thought or said about Lent. So and this is from his Keeping a True Lent book. Lent is a season of spiritual growth. So that's even different right there, right? Lent is a season of spiritual growth, a time for progressive unfoldment. When we can blend and merge our mind with God mind, the way is open for the Lord to glorify us and to lift us into a higher, pure, more spiritual state. And when he's talking about the Lord there, he's talking about your divinity inside of you. So to lift us up to a higher, pure, more spiritual state. That's what Lent can do for you. It's a process. It's pushing you up to the next level if you want to do that, if that's what feels right for you. I'm always continuously working on my growth spiritually. And there are times, I'm sure you've all seen it, when I'm a little like, and that's chemicalization. Because that's the process of having old beliefs and new beliefs going like this. And so when no, you're absolutely fine. Thank you for that affirmation. And when you go like this and you feel that friction, it comes up in different ways. Sometimes illnesses, sometimes moodiness, sometimes, your clumsiness. And sometimes you're just not feeling okay. It comes in very different ways for very different people. So I invite you, if you do this practice for 40 days, be gentle with yourself, okay? It's very important to be gentle with yourself when you're leveling up, when you're learning new beliefs, when you're letting go of things that no longer serve you. It's being gentle with yourself. So, why do we do this? Again, we do it for letting go. Oh, yeah, there's something on page 3 that's lovely. It's a process, and it's something that you need to walk through. So I just wanted to read a little bit about Lent, what Charles Fillmore said, our co-founder. Lent, actually, not Charles, it was Georgiana Tree West, who is also a Unity author. She said, Lent is a church institution, and there is no authorization for it anywhere in the New Testament. The idea, however, has a sound spiritual basis. Moses, Elijah, and Jesus himself set a precedent for it. Each observed 40 days period of prayer and fasting as a preparation for spiritual work. Moses received the 10 Commandments on Mount Sinai at the conclusion of his fast, and Elijah talked with God on Mount Arab at the conclusion of his period of prayer and fasting. And Jesus began his great spiritual ministry at the close of his fast in the wilderness. The ancient Hebrew writers made a practice of using numbers to symbolize ideas. 40 in their mind was four square number, suggesting the idea of a foundation for something to follow, an idea of completeness. So the number of 40 is frequently used in Scripture to indicate a complete preparation for something to follow. So this is why you might want to dive into the practice of 40 days of letting go. Let go to grow. Let go to grow. And you might be doing it without even knowing it, and I'm sure you are. We all have done it in processes. Death, divorce, loss of a job, loss of a friendship, loss of a pet. Doesn't matter, you're letting go. And sometimes you're forced to let go, right? But we all are letting go at some point and then new comes in. But this is something that you're doing on purpose. Let go to grow. So we know why now, right? Let go to grow. Sorry, I'm wearing pants today that apparently don't want to stay on my body, so I apologize. No, I'm not losing weight. They're just funky pants. It feels nice, though. Okay, enough about my pants. Okay. So what do we want to let go of? What do we want to, if we're doing this process consciously so that we can so that we can grow spiritually, what do we want to let go of? Where do we start, right? Well, Unity said, here's where you start. And P.S., this all starts February 22nd. Okay, that's Ash Wednesday. And no, we're not going to do the ashes. So you're welcome. But Tuesday night, you can party. That's Fat Tuesday. And I did bring a king cake, and there is a baby Jesus in there. So if you get the baby Jesus, it's luck and prosperity, right? But please don't swallow him, okay? Just saying, there's a baby Jesus in there somewhere. All right. And I hope you get him. I have one at home. I haven't gotten him yet, but anyway. So what do we let go of? We let go. So Ash Wednesday, this Wednesday, they are saying to let go of anger. Ooh, right? Yeah. Let go of anger. And I'm going to read what it says. Anger, you come into my life like a ferocious thunderstorm in the afternoon. You stay and get comfortable in my body. Do you think you can have your way with me? Where does anger come from? Perhaps some fear that I haven't fully accepted, some emotional wound that has not healed. Anger's intense energy can be channeled into something wonderful, or it can be destructive to others and myself. I might even think that I can get God's attention with my anger. Maybe I'll get what I want if I'm angry enough with God. There is a gap, a moment between the fuse and the ignited and the explosion of anger. It's a spiritual practice to mind the gap and let go before the explosion. As a practice, I become proficient in the art of surrender. Let go. Let go of the old ideas, the old hurts that no longer serve me. Let everyone be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to anger. James 1, verse 19. And this was from Reverend John Bierman. And he had an affirmation too. So the affirmation for this would be, I release my emotional reactions and heal from within. So let's all say that together. I'll say it first, the first part, then you repeat. I release my emotional reactions, and heal from within. Feels good, right? And you can reread that on Wednesday, but anger is one. And so then I thought, well, what did Charles say? What did Mr. Charles say, our co-founder, about what to do? And this was a book that he actually has, like the new booklet that we have, he actually started out with a Lent practice. So he has daily, through Lent, he has 40 daily things to talk about. So what he first started out for Ash Wednesday was denial. I'm not going to read it all, but a part of it says, therefore, I deny out of consciousness old error thoughts, as if I were gently sweeping away cobwebs, and I affirm positively and fearlessly that I am a child of God and that my inheritance is from, it says him, but I'm going to say divine, and that my inheritance is from divine. So denial. And denial is not it is a river in Egypt. But that was a good joke, right? I slipped that in. I didn't even. So it is denying that anything has power over you. That's the simplest way I can put it. So you can actually put the two together. I deny that this anger has power over me. I will not let it run my life, make decisions for me. I will not let it settle into my body because I am a child of God. And I know that I am divine. And I go forth in that knowing. So you can do that together. Those are just a couple of things that you can you can do on Wednesday to start this practice. But you don't have to follow any of those. Do your own. You know, what's coming up for you in your life that you need to let go of? Think of something and then start there. Maybe it's, I need to let go of codependency. I need to let go of addiction. I need to let go of thinking I'm perfect. And I need to do everything all the time. Right? I need to look in the mirror and tell myself I love myself. Maybe it's not just letting go of something. Maybe it's affirming. Maybe you do 40 days of affirming. Find what feels right to you. But if you need guidance, those books are in the back. We're all here to let go, to grow. We're all here to grow, right? We're all here to explore, to change, to feel, to think, to learn, to listen, to laugh, to love. And it's a process sometimes. And sometimes we're not there, and that is okay. That's okay, because you're right where you're supposed to be. And I hate that saying too, because I don't want to be there. I want to be up there. I want to be wearing white. I want to be a spiritual presence. When I walk in the room, everybody goes, "Oh my God, there she is." I mean, not really, but you know. That's what sometimes we get into, right? We get into that human side of us that wants connection, caring, loving, harmony. Sometimes we get into that. We feed it. And that's okay, but as long as we balance it out with our spiritual side, knowing that it's not all about us. Let go to grow. It can be challenging, but I promise you, it's fulfilling. Because as the law of circulation, when you let go, something else comes in, right? It's that circulation that we always have here at Unity. And I know, like, we've done this, and I'm going to speak to this next week at the annual meeting, but we've done this here since I've stepped up and been senior minister. I have let go of a lot of things, and you all have been gracious enough to come with me and let go of those things also that no longer served us, right? We did a physical cleaning of things here. We physically let go of stuff. But I know that we also are transforming. We're transforming our community. We're transforming this space. But more importantly, we are transforming ourselves. Thank you. And so during these 40 days, take it or like it, leave it or love it. It's all okay. But be gentle with yourself and with each other. Ask questions. Help each other. Be one. Be Unity of Omaha. Whew, stop that. They want me to cry, and I'm not going to cry. Because we are people that can make a change in the world. But we have to start with us. We have to start with us, and then that light shines out to others. So let's go through these 40 days, whatever it is, and if you don't want to do it, that's great. That's wonderful. But if you do, welcome to the ride. Buckle up. It's going to be fun, and we're going to then meet each other at Easter and be resurrected. Right? All right. Thank you so much. Namaste. Do you have the clicker, Sandra? Well, there we go. See, we're so used to Demora. We're learning new things. Okay, so if you would like to support Unity of Omaha, this is the time where we demonstrate our prosperity. And for those of you who are online, first of all, thank you for being with us. We see you, we hear you, and we know you're there. And if you feel like you want to support us, please, you can text us to 402-543-5339 or type in PayPal Unity of Omaha and you'll get to our link, or also by mail. And for those of you here in the sanctuary, you're welcome to come up to the chalice and drop off your love offering, and make sure you get an affirmation, because that is the universe message for you today. And let's all say together the prosperity affirmation. I am an open channel through which prosperity flows.
Life is brilliant, so resilient. Life is simply infinitely magic. Open your eyes, you'll see the way to let your life be magic every day. Life is special when it's love-filled. Life is simply infinitely magic. Open your heart, you'll feel the way to let your life be magic every day. Life's a treasure, such a pleasure. Life is simply infinitely magic. Open your mind, you'll know the way to let your life be magic every day. Life is splendor, sweet surrender. Life is simply infinitely magic. Open your life, you'll find a way to let your life be magic. To let your life be magic. To let your life be magic every day.
Oops, going too fast. And now, let's all join me, please, in blessing the love and times and talents, love offerings, times and talents that we have received here today, knowing that they go through us, in us, around us, and out into the community, out to Unity, down in Kansas City, Unity Village, Unity Worldwide Ministries, and Silent Unity, knowing that our message is getting out there. We are the light bringers. And we are grateful for this time and talent and knowledge, and we are happy and healthy, and so it is. Amen. All right. Let's see. There seems to be something I need to tell you. Make sure you pick up those in the back, and there's other things for the annual meeting on the other side that you can pick up. Also, that leadership, you don't have to be a leader, and you don't even no, I know I'm never going to be a leader. It can help you in every area of your life. So it's on Zoom, so in the comfort of your own home, and I would encourage everyone to register. So, all right, let's go ahead and do the prayer for protection. Because I say the yellows. And we say the white. All right. So the light of God surrounds me. I am that light. The love of God enfolds me. I am that love. The power of God protects me. I am that power. And the presence of God watches over me. I am that presence. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well. Let go and grow.